Hey guys, good day. This is Passive Baller. We are now in the fourth game for this February 19 NBA Game Day edition. This is a game between Atlanta Hawks versus Boston Celtics. This is game two of their series, so to speak, because these two battled a couple of nights ago, and it was Atlanta who actually won over Boston. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. But before I do that, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed to our YouTube account or YouTube channel first, Passive Baller. So please click on that subscribe button below. At the same time, please include that bell logo. That way, you guys will be informed or notified whenever we have a new video uploaded. Right, again, Atlanta Hawks defeated Boston Celtics a couple of nights back. This is going to be game two of their matchup. Let's take a look at their records. For Boston Celtics, they are the number 5 team of the Eastern Conference. They are at the 500% mark, 14 wins, 14 losses. And they just lost their last game. And again, it was against Atlanta. For Atlanta Hawks, they're at number 10 with 12 wins and 16 losses. And they just won their last game. Again, that was against Boston. A bit redundant here. Okay, so let's see the details of this game. This one would still be played at Boston, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8:30 a.m. Manila. Spread given is minus 3.5 for Boston, plus 3.5 for Atlanta. Let's take a look at the injury list. Starting with Atlanta, they won't have Bogdanovich, Dunn, Hunter, and Rondo, and they will be missing those 4 people. Quite some time. It says here that the earliest that those 4 that would be joining them would be late February. Some would even be joining them mid-March. So yeah, please don't expect those 4 to join and suit up for Atlanta in the near days to come. For Boston Celtics, they don't have and they won't have Langford and Smart, and we all know why. They've been out for quite some time now. And there are 3 players who are listed as questionable approaching this game. Jaylen Brown, Daniel Theis, and Kemba Walker. And that's due to different injuries for those players. And again, even though they would be joining Boston Celtics, that would mean that they are actually not 100% because they wouldn't be placed in such status anyway if they're not actually injured, or if they are really doing okay or doing fine. So we're not sure, even if number 1 we're not sure if they would be playing. Number 2, if ever they would play, they're not 100%. So that's a huge thing for Boston Celtics because those 3 are actually a part of their starting 5. Honestly, Daniel Theis, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. So that's a huge development towards this game. Normally, we would expect a revenge matchup, a revenge game for Boston Celtics because they lost the last game, and Boston should have some sort of pride, approaching this game because they just lost the other one, and if they're playing at home, of course, you don't want anyone to just beat you at your own turf twice, man. That's just a huge hit towards your face. But tell you what, I think Atlanta would still have this one, and that's because of the injuries that Boston has. And it's not like Atlanta doesn't have any, but Atlanta seems to be used to what they have right now. They're used to not having Bogdanovich, Hunter, and Rondo, and they have figured out how to play without them, at least for now. So I'm looking at Young, Capella, Gallinari, scoring for them, Herter. Now for Boston Celtics, it's easier to say that they would have like a revenge game if it's actually sure that Brown will be playing, Walker will be playing, Theis will be playing, but those 3 are actually even not sure whether they would be joining or not. And again, even if they would join, we don't know what kind of status and what kind of output they would be giving because, again, they're not 100% healthy. So I think it will be Atlanta Hawks who would win this one. In any case, Boston would win this game. I think it will be just close. because again, there are a lot of players who would be out for Boston Celtics, and unlike Atlanta, they're not that used of not having them all in such one game. They won't have Walker, they won't have Brown, they won't have Theis, they won't have Smart all in one game. That's just crazy, man. So I hope that some of those players will be playing for them, but again, we're not sure. So I'm just picking Atlanta Hawks on this. And just to be safe, as I mentioned earlier, if ever Boston will win, I think it'll be just close. So just so we would have some sort of protection, I'm picking Atlanta Hawks, and I'm picking the plus. Don't take the money line. So I'm picking Atlanta Hawks plus 3.5 to be a bit safe. Again, Atlanta Hawks plus 3.5. For those who got Facebook accounts, just click on the button in the upper right hand of our YouTube channel. It says message me with a Facebook logo on there. Just click on that. It'll automatically bring you to our Facebook page, Passive Baller. You can actually view and start, checking our old videos and all that. You can also start sending us messages or questions via our Messenger account. We also now accept donations. If you guys would actually send us tips or donations via PayPal, so you can just also send us messages there, and we can send you our email address for our PayPal account. All right, just stay there. We'll be working on the other videos for the other games. Peace out, pass and love, and God bless.